Okay, it's time for a reality check. You do not have to agree with a person's entire position in order to like them. You just have to tolerate it. And listen, on Muslims, just because there are parts of the Quran that are homophobic does not immediately mean that every Muslim is going to be homophobic, any more than every communist is going to be anti-Christian or every Jew is not going to eat pork. The reality is, Islam is huge and diverse. There are lots of different people who have lots of different takes on the Quran and how not to be a Muslim. What Islamophobes don't get is that Islam is not all Muslims. Now, I'm not saying that all Muslims don't follow Islam, that would be stupid, but I'm saying a lot of Muslims do not go along with everything that's in the Quran. Now, of course, they have reasons to, and it's just like Christians don't always hate everyone their church tells them to. Or sometimes they're even gay-friendly churches. I mean, the reality is, I've seen multiple gay-friendly mosques. I mean, it's not that unheard of. And before you say, oh, well, you just don't have a good understanding of Muslim countries. Well, guess what? Why do we judge Islam off of Muslim countries, yet not judge Christianity off of countries like Uganda, where gays are also killed? You don't have to support all of Islam to support Muslim people. Muslim people are individuals. Yes, they follow Islam, and I don't support Islam totally any more than I support Christianity totally. But I do support people's right to be whatever religion they want, and furthermore, I support Muslims in the United States who are well behaved. If a person has conformed to every one of our values, but still is Muslim, guess what? They're an American despite that they're Muslim. They're a Muslim American. And of course, if I go to Iran, I would probably get hung. But if I hung out with a bunch of Muslims at a mosque, I probably only get a homophobic remark from one of them. And that's, of course, saying that the mosque isn't totally gay-friendly, and every member hasn't totally decided that gays are wonderful. Which, of course, there are quite a few mosques that have done that. Islam might be homophobic, but that doesn't mean all Muslims are homophobic. I mean, Christianity might be homophobic, yet we see pro-gay churches, Christians at gay rights parades, gay Christians. And of course, I do realize if I were to go to Saudi Arabia or some other country like that, I would be persecuted. But the thing is, just because there are countries that claim to be Islamic that persecute gay people does not immediately mean that, oh,
Hi, Kevin.
I'm doing a video, that all Muslims are anti-gay. Listen, Christianity in the West used to be entirely anti-gay for most people. Now it's changed over where Christianity is mostly pro-gay in the West. The West, now, the reality is the West has changed. And in several years, I expect the homophobia in Islamic countries to dissipate. Maybe not in under a decade, but enough to, but even most Iranians nowadays think that gays shouldn't be executed. That's only because the West continues to threaten them that such people are voted in charge who think that. You know, it's like how when we have more terrorist attacks during an election year, more hardliners on Islam are voted in. People who are anti-Western values are voted in Islamic countries due to the West being feared. If we were to end this whole entire campaign of East versus West, Islam would probably go back to what it was like before it came in conflict with the West. Which actually Islam was pro-gay before it came in contact with the West. There are records of gay relationships and stories about gay relationships glorifying them. And of course, I could go on, but this video is running out.